What's going on, runners? Welcome back to the run. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. I greatly appreciate it. For all my subscribers, thank you guys for subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are what makes the channel great. For all those that comment and haven't subscribed, please keep commenting, but also subscribe. I like when you guys comment. You guys go not back and forth with each other, but you guys clarify some things that I may not have clarified, and you guys communicate with each other, and I love to see that. Before I get into the video, I want to tell you guys something that I'm thinking of doing. So I'm thinking about starting like a panel to where any of you guys that are over the road and you know want to join the chat, and we can talk about pay, we could talk about company equipment, we could talk about the market, we could talk about anything you guys want to talk to, maybe like a panel of 6 people, and we just communicate. We can have a little spirited debate, a little light jabs at each other's company if you want, but also it's just a place where you drivers that are out there over the road watching this, or on your 10-hour break, or just kind of feeling a little bit lonely and want some a communication between other drivers. Um, I want to create that. So if that would be something that you guys are interested in, I put a poll. Let me know if you guys a poll on my channel. Let me know if you guys would want to do that, or if you don't want to do the poll, just comment. Let me know that you guys would be willing to be a part of it or something like that, and I could facilitate it and make it happen because I really like connecting with all of you. So without further ado, let's move this along. So far so good with Republic. I've been running routes by myself. I don't have my set route yet, but I'm running routes by myself. I'm running them with helpers. I only flipped one can, and unfortunately, I cracked a wooden enclosure. Hey, lesson learned. We all had those days, right? And this day was because I decided to go help somebody else. Lesson learned, just do your job and go home. Because had I not helped that person, I wouldn't have cracked that enclosure, and it is what it is. And it's not bad. I just kind of cracked the wood, but you still got to report it. So, so with that, I'm still trucking along. I still love it. It sucks waking up in the morning, but hey, it is what it is. Getting that paper. So, I wanted to talk about something. I got a comment from one of you that said I should talk about the top companies to go and drive for. And I am biased because I've worked for Swift and Knight. So I'm always going to tell somebody to go to a Swift or a Knight, but also sometimes warn them against them just because I've worked for the both of them. Um, they're fairly good companies, but also we are ending 2024 soon in a few months. Unless there is some real change in the industry, we have a new president possibly coming in. If that changes something, most of these trucking companies are going to stay the same. There's not a whole lot of difference between them. There are slight differences, and this might sound a little bit contradictory, but there are slight differences that are big, if that makes sense. And if you know, you know. Like you have to be within one of those companies to kind of understand. But also, there's some things that I want you to consider. Not necessarily the company, because the pay is crappy no matter where you go, except for two companies, and I'm going to show them off in a second. Um, but the pay is pretty low no matter where you go. You can make a lot, you'll be gone a lot, so there's a trade-off, right? We've talked about this. We always talk about this, and every trucking channel that comes out is going to talk about this. But my biggest thing for I want you to consider is the quality of life that you're getting out of the trucking company that you're with. Now, that quality of life could mean your home time. That quality of life could mean the routes that you run, the lanes that you run. Are you running dedicated? Are you running dedicated refrigerated, dedicated van? Are you a tanker? Are you flatbed? Are you 7 Western, 11 Western, East region, South, whatever the case, right? What does quality of life look like to you? For me, I like balance. So I like being gone, hustling and making my money, and then coming back and enjoying spending that money instead of going out for 7 days and earning 1 day for the 7 days that I'm out, because then what's the point, right? The life moves on while I'm moving through this world, right? People back home still got lives. People are still going to go party. People are still going to have birthdays. People are still going to do whatever they're going to do. and I'm stuck in a box driving for 10 hours, 8 hours, however many. So, what does quality of life look like to you? Is it like what I just explained, or is it the type of equipment that you drive? Is it this company might be all Volvos? This company may be they have inverters. They all come with refrigerators. They may have, I think, in like Prime, I think you could take out the passenger seat in one of them and create a little bit more space. Um, where do you do your home time? Can you pick where you do your home time? A lot of companies, yeah, you can. You just say, like with Swift, I can say, hey, I want to do my home time in Portland, and they'll try to route me to Portland to do my home time. So it's all about what quality of life means to you. What company can provide the best quality of life? Unfortunately, a lot of companies you won't know that until you join. And back in the day, truck drivers can you can work for Swift 1 month, and then a month and a half later work for Knight, then a month and a half later go work with Western Express, then a month and a half later go work with whoever, wherever. Now I think they've kind of like clamped down on that, with truck drivers bouncing around a lot. So be careful. But a lot of companies offer decent quality of life. Maybe OTR isn't the right one for you. Maybe you need to go work for Albertsons driving local. You work a little bit, but you get paid for the work that you do, and you're home every night. Same thing with food service, the McLean's, the Core-Marks, the Gordon Foods, the QDCs. You're home every night for the most part. You work a lot more, but you're compensated well. Well, you should be compensated well for that. It doesn't obviously work out like that all the time. So, or do you want to work for a municipality with your CDL, driving trash trucks, driving heavy equipment, working at landfills, driving heavy equipment, stuff like that? You have to look at the quality of life. I feel like a lot of truck drivers or a lot of newbie truck drivers get into the life chasing the money. And then when they find like, hey, the money's kind of there, but also for the money that I'm making, look how I'm living, and then they get this mindset, and they start hating the industry because if they feel like the industry is doing them wrong, where instead they should just think like, hey, okay, I chose the wrong company, let me back out and try and go to this company. I know how the industry works now, or I get how these companies work now. Let me look and shop for another company and go there. The good thing about having a CDL is that's pretty much your resume. That's pretty much your ticket. You go any company you want to. So just know that the grass isn't always greener. Do your research before you go and make sure that lifestyle, whether that be OTR, local, regional, whatever, works the best for you. Secondly, the equipment. I see a lot of trucks on the road. I've seen a lot of trucks on the road, even now driving trash trucks. I mean, I still do a fair amount of freeway driving. And some of these trucks are held together with duct tape and bubble gum. These aren't your granddaddy's trucks of like, the 70s, 80s, 90s. There's a lot more plastic, a lot more computers, a lot more whatever. Is the company that you're going to, are they maintaining their trucks well? Are their drivers happy with the equipment that they drive? Are they always broke down? If they're broke down, how long does it take? Or not even that, do they have, what's their terminal network look like? Can you get fixed fast? When I was with Swift, there's terminals all over the place. No matter where I break down, I can probably get somebody there within 5 hours. And if you're in a place like Arizona and you're broke down somewhere, you're probably going to get faster service because it's super hot outside. And they don't want you sitting and melting on the surface of the sun. You know what I mean? So how are these companies keeping their equipment? Are you always going to be broke down? And I see a lot of this with, not all, but a lot of these random mom and pop truck driving companies. I'm sorry, it's been a long day. A lot of these mom and pop trucking companies, I start to see that a lot. Like, yeah, they may have like 10 trucks, 20 trucks, and they're all crappy. Their trailers look nice, but the trucks are crappy. So, do you want to be driving something like that, like how I looked at it was when I was driving, that truck was mine. So I took it to the Blue Beacon. I got it washed. I got it waxed. I got the rims shined up. I got the tires shined up. And I'm a company driver. But that truck represents me. I represent the company. So if you see a shiny blue Volvo that looks like it just came off of the showroom floor with the rims shined up, tires all glossed, paint, yeah, somebody's gonna. I know there's gonna be a polished turd comment somewhere in the comment section. But when you look at that, you're gonna first turn and see what's that bright blue thing coming out. Oh crap, it's a Swift. Oh man, that Swift truck looks really nice, but damn it, it's still Swift. So you kind of go through your range of emotions. But if you see that the drivers take care of their vehicles, to me that shows that they're happy where they're at. Because I'm not going to take care of something that I'm not happy at. I mean, well, let me take that back. I'm happy at my job now. I'm not washing and waxing a trash truck because it doesn't go home with me. It goes back to the yard. If they want to wash it, they can wash it. If not, it's not my business. But um is the equipment well taken care of? That's all. That's it. Make sure it's well taken care of. Do they got terminals? How's their facilities? That's it. Talk to the drivers. For those that live in a lot of these states that there are more pilots and loves and stuff like that. Go talk to some of these drivers. A lot of the drivers are really friendly. Go talk to them and ask them, hey, I'm thinking about getting in a truck in your company. How's everything at your company? What do you run? How do you like it? These truck drivers are going to tell you they're not worried about you coming in and taking their job. Shit, there's people that come and go on a daily. They're not worried about that. So they'll give you the information that you're looking for. I try to give you the best that I can from my experience and from what I can find on the internet, but going out there and exploring, doing your research outside the internet as well. If you're on YouTube and you found my channel, this is a part of it to see what you may not be looking, what you may have overlooked in your search for this new lifestyle with this CDL, right? So, for 2024 into 2025, look for quality of life. Pay is always going to suck, but hey, look for pay and look how they keep their equipment. Also, the driving style. If you're not into running teams, don't go to a company that only runs teams. If you hate refrigerated, don't go to a company that only runs refrigerated. If you love refrigerated, don't go to a company that only runs dry van and stuff like that. If you want tankers, go to a company that has tankers. That's the type of research. Like, if you want tankers, you're not going to go to Swift. You're going to go to a Prime, or you're going to go to a Schneider, right? Or an ATS, flatbeds, stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going, friends? All right. So we're going to go to the screen real quick because I came across something really interesting when I was doing my research. So let's go to the screen and let's see what we come up with. So we're going to go here. Uh-oh. I may have messed it up. There we go. All right, so we're on the screen. Now, this is Schneider. Everybody knows who Schneider is. If you don't know it, Schneider. It's right there. So they're another one of the mega carriers. They have a part-time truck driving position. Now, for me, even in Swift with the day cab guys, they're not part-time. They're hourly. They're not part-time. So here, it looks like they created a part-time truck driving position or a truck uh, job title, I'm going to say. So it says part-time truck drivers haul freight on their own schedules instead of maxing out your working hours with your driving job, supplement other forms of income, or choose this if you simply have greater needs at home that you need to focus on while still bringing in some money on the side. Several options are available. Solo, van, truckload, and dedicated. Now, part-time, I think they're talking about like being home weekly, but also I don't know what your home time looks like. So if you're home weekly, does that mean you're off Friday or Saturday, Sunday? Are you off Saturday, Sunday, Monday? Are you a week on, week off? Like, what does that look like? If you work for Schneider, Please comment in the comment section, um, to let us all know what this really is about. Because you're dedicated and you're dedicated and you're regional. From my understanding, those are the ones that always get you home weekly. Regional, weekly, almost bi-weekly. Dedicated, you can be home weekly if you want to. You go out Monday through Friday, come home Saturday, Sunday. But if Schneider is they are strictly showing off this part-time truck driving, that might be a game changer for people that I had somebody in the comment section say, "Oh, Swift might not be for me because I have kids, I have a family of four I take care of, and a sick parent." Yeah, it might not be for you. Like, that's just being real. But this, depending on where you live, depending on the account, like I said, pay varies on location and account. That might be for you. So that's quality of life. And I don't know if that's the company caring for its drivers or trying to attract more drivers, because this could go away. Just like with Swift. Swift had its $1,000 for 6 months, guaranteed minimum. You get $1,000 for 6 months when you start. That went away. They should have kept that, to be honest. But so this is something to look for. This is something to research into. And again, if you're driving for Schneider or you're in Schneider orientation or you know something about it, please put it in the comment. I would really love to know, and I'm pretty sure the viewers would love to know as well. Um, Walmart. This is one that everybody knows. We all see these white trucks. Only thing I don't like about Walmart is you got to drive in uniform. I don't like that. And even then, I've been at Pilots and Loves where they're wearing the uniform top and like shorts. It's really weird. But they pay their drivers $80,000 a year. You get PTO, you get vacation. Um, I mean, here it says, where is it at? It says PTO starts, you know, day one, pretty much. Earn up to 21 days in your first year, paid time off. Medical, dental. I don't know if it's right away or after 30 days. Me personally, I like those benefits immediately because, I got a daughter I got to take care of, and things can happen in 30 to 90 days, okay? After that, let's see. Here's the big one. All this, right? So, make sure you have your Class A, right? That's why we're all here. Make sure you have your hazmat. Hazmat, doubles and triples, tanker. You need those. I didn't get those. I still haven't got those. Get those if you're in the process. I don't care if you're with Swift and Swift is telling you, "Oh, wait, just wait," or whatever mega carrier is telling you, "Just wait." No, screw that. Get them. You're already studying for it anyway. Might as well just get it, because that makes you way more marketable on the outside, making $40 an hour dumping fuel. Think about it. And then if Trump does something with the overtime and doesn't tax overtime, oh, it is on and cracking. But that's a whole nother discussion. No moving violations. Try not to have any moving violations at all, whether in a commercial vehicle or in your personal vehicle. Keep your record clean. Treat that thing like it's gonna go away. Um, so anyway, this is Walmart, right? This is their uniform. Look, my man, look, he looks happy. I don't know if he's home every day, but Walmart, right? And then this company. Now, I don't know too much about them, but I do know, or at least from what I heard, they pay their drivers up to $70,000 a year. Look what they're talking about. Let me I can't move my face out of the way. But look what it's telling you guys. Up to $1,100, $1,300 weekly range. They're running Midwest, West, Southwest, Southeast, and Texas. Earn up to 77,000, 83,000 a year. Look at that. Look at that pay. That pay is amazing for a truck driver. Amazing. Now there's always stipulations, there's always catches. You're going to have to call and be like, "Hey, okay, if this is my weekly pay range, remember before taxes. If this is my weekly pay range, what does that look like? What is my quality of life going to be with that company? Do I got to be gone at least 8 days to get that guarantee? Or do I got to be gone longer? Or do I have to run a specific route or a specific type of freight? Can I turn down freight? if I turn down freight, am I going to lose that guarantee or that type of money? You see what I'm saying? Those are the types of questions that you need to ask, because some places will say, hey, we guarantee you this, but, and we don't force dispatch. We don't make you, but if you turn down a load for whatever reason, this can mess up your guarantee. So those are things to think about. Potential for additional detention pay, $160 per 24-hour period. Inclement weather pay, zero. I don't know why they put from $0 to $200 per day. I don't even know what you have to get for $200 a day. But layover pay, up to $200 a day. Referral bonus. You know, I never did the referral thing, so, it is what it is. Um, guaranteed minimum pay. This is what I was just talking about. Guaranteed minimum pay. What does that mean? And do you lose the guarantee if something goes wrong beyond your control, or you don't accept freight because you may be too heavy or you can't get it to balance, whatever the case, anything? How do you lose that guarantee? That's the question that you got to ask. Free rider program, which most of these people have already. Got to at least be 22 years old, must have a minimum of 6 months of recent driving experience. So anyway, so there's that. Also, I found something pretty interesting. Zero emission trucks. If you're in Southern California around Santa Fe Springs, or you're in Tucson driving up and down the 10, you'll see a lot of self-driving trucks. I'll probably make another video on this. This isn't gonna disrupt long distance trucking, just short haul trucking. I don't foresee this being a big thing traveling further than Arizona on my end. So that's a state away. So pretty good read from FreightWaves. So check that out. All right. So I'm going to go back to my screen to get you guys wrapped up and out of here. So the best companies to drive for, I would say Walmart and Martin, just because of the pay. What is it? What do you get with that pay, and what do you have to do for that pay? That's over the road stuff. That Schneider one, that part-time truck driving. If you don't want to be a full-time trucker with a belly and 2 dogs and a cat in your truck, maybe that's the one for you. It sounds like you'll be doing a lot of slip seating, which you won't have your own truck. You'll have somebody else's truck. Your food service is always going to be there. I think I'm going to do a whole video dedicated just to food service and on what that's like. I know I talked about my experience, but maybe do a little deeper dive. So you got to just pick the one that's for you. All it is research. Getting out and talking. The answers aren't going to come and bite you in the butt. I mean, these videos help, but it's just research. So without further ado, I'm going to let you guys get out of here because I got to get to sleep because I got to get to work in the morning. I'm probably going to do a video of what my day-to-day looks like. I've been recording some B-roll, so that's coming pretty soon. I just got to make sure I'm within policy and I don't get myself fired. And yeah, so all of you, it's a Friday. I hope you guys are staying blessed, staying safe. You guys are shut down somewhere. You guys are healthy and wealthy and all those beautiful things. And if you guys have any questions, please comment in the comment section, and I'll get to you as soon as I can. I try to. I'm not the best at it, but I'll try. But peace, love, and I will see y'all on the next one.